And this weekend's stretch is stretching the neck to the left and holding the pose. Quick sniff of the bottle. And then a big stretch forward and a big yawn, moving into downward dog. That will do us.
Beginning with the big toes touching and the knees apart, we're just going to start by warming up the neck, taking the chin down to the chest, and then we're lifting it all the way up, looking upwards, moving quite slowly. Coming back to centre, and now we're looking over the right shoulder, inhaling to centre, exhaling to the left, back to right, back over to the left, coming back to centre, and now we're going to go for some Kapalabhati pumping air breaths. Inhaling, we're expanding the belly, and exhaling, we're contracting the stomach to pump the air out, starting with 10 Kapalabhati breaths. And this breathing exercise massages the internal organs, so it's really good for your digestion, really good if you've got a tummy ache. Big inhale, big exhale, now for 30. You'll probably feel a bit of warmth in the stomach. And let the breath return to normal. We're bringing the hands onto the back, we're inhaling, pushing the hips forward, and we're just allowing the head to come backwards, just taking a small back bend, and then coming back down, and we're going to take ourselves over into tabletop position, fingers open on the mat, and from here we're walking the arms forward, keeping the hips high, bringing the chest down. This is puppy pose. And then we're going to come into extended puppy. So you want to extend both legs out behind you, if you can. If not, just stay in puppy pose. And then dropping the knees down, walking the hands in, coming back to tabletop. And from here, we're tucking under the toes, inhaling, exhaling, lifting into downward facing dog. Just walking out the feet to warm up your hamstrings. And then from here, we're bringing ourselves forward into plank. Stomach muscles drawn in. And then we're going to bring our left hand into the centre of the mat, lifting the right and balancing here in side plank. Want the shoulders stacked over the wrist. Coming back to plank and then bringing the right hand into the centre, side plank on the opposite side. Opening out the chest, keeping the stomach muscles engaged. Back over into plank and then into downward facing dog. And we're just going to walk the feet in towards the hands, bending the knees, bringing the stomach onto the thighs, allowing the head and the arms to relax, grow heavy. Taking hold of opposite elbows, chin into chest, we're slowly rolling the body all the way up to standing. Coming to the front of the mat, we want the big toes touching, ankles apart, legs engaged. Inhaling, we're lifting the arms. Exhaling, hinging at the waist, folding forward. Inhaling, bringing the right leg back, dropping the knee, looking straight ahead, stepping to high plank, knees, chin and chest come down. Inhaling, we're sliding into cobra with the pelvis stuck to the mat, the elbows drawn in tight towards the body. Take a breath here, and then from here tucking under the toes, coming into mountain pose. So the feet are together, the hips are lifted, stomach muscles engaged, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling, lifting the right leg, bringing the foot between the hands, dropping the left knee, stepping both feet together. Inhaling, coming all the way up, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, the left leg comes back, drop the knee, look straight ahead, stepping to high plank. Exhaling, knees, chin and chest come down. Inhaling, sliding into cobra, take a breath here, relaxing the shoulders, looking straight ahead. Tucking under the toes, coming into mountain pose, keeping the breath steady, looking towards your navel, pressing into the mat with the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Inhaling, lifting the left leg, bringing the foot between the hand, dropping the right knee, stepping the feet together. Inhaling, coming all the way up, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Take your hands onto the waist, bring the body weight over the right foot, and lift the left knee, holding it here for a second. And then from here, bringing the left leg behind. You want the hips to be straight, looking straight ahead. Dropping that left foot down at 45 degrees, bending the right knee, arms come out to the sides, then we're crossing the right arm over the left. We're wrapping them around one another and taking hold of the left wrist, lifting your arms, looking towards the hands. And then from here, bending further into the stretch, bringing your stomach forward over your thighs, over your thigh. And then straightening the arms out, looking towards the hands still. You want to be bringing your body weight forward. Hands come to heart center. We're turning to the long side of the mat, bending into that right leg and lifting the left toes off the mat in side lunge. Want the chest lifted. Then we're bringing the hands down. We're stepping back to the front, lifting the left leg off the mat. We're propping ourselves up with the right fingers. We're going to twist the pelvis. You want the hips open. And then we're going to lift the hand, opening out the chest. This is half moon pose. Looking towards your fingers. Bringing the hand back down. From here, we're going to walk the hands in towards that right leg, trying to bring the stomach down onto it. Try not to curve the back too much, which I'm doing a little bit of in this stretch. Bringing the feet together. Inhaling, bringing the arms all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Hands come back to the waist, body weight comes over the left foot, and we're just lifting the right knee. And then extending that right leg out back behind. Chest is lifted, looking straight ahead, the hips straight. Lowering that right foot down at 45 degrees, hips facing the front still. Crossing the arms with the left over the right now, taking hold of that right wrist, looking up towards the hand. Keeping a good bend in the left knee. And then from here, bringing the body weight forward. Stomach comes further over the left thigh. Straightening the arms out in front, looking towards the fingers. Hands come to heart center, turning to the long side of the mat. Bending into that left leg. Lifting the right toes off the mat. Keeping the back straight, chest lifted. Bringing the hands down at the front. Taking your body weight over the left leg. The right leg extends out. Hands come to the waist, or the right hand comes to the right side of the waist, and we're twisting, opening out the chest, opening out that right side of the hip, looking up towards the right hand. Bringing the right hand back down, walking both hands in towards the left leg, trying to bring your stomach down over the leg, relaxing the head, and then bringing the feet together, inhaling all the way up to standing, and exhaling, hands to heart center. And then come down to seated on the mat. We want the legs extended, the back straight, the hands either side of the hips. And then from here, we're going to bend the legs, and we're going to take hold of the arms under the top of the thigh. We want to stick our stomach onto the tops of the thighs, keeping the back straight. And we're just going to straighten the legs out, trying to keep our stomach on the thighs, looking towards the toes. And then from here, if you feel like you're in the right position, you can then take hold of the feet, or you can stay where you are. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Inhaling, looking straight ahead. Then from here, we're crossing the right foot over the left leg, and we're bringing the left arm to the outside of the right knee. The right hand comes behind. We're lengthening up and then twisting to look behind. Trying to twist with the whole of the torso, using each exhalation to twist a bit further. Inhaling back to center. Now for the other side. Left foot comes over the right leg, and we're crossing that arm over, twisting to look behind. And inhaling back to centre. Coming to lying down now. We're going to take our hands with palms facing down under the lower back, lengthening the legs away. The legs are together, toes pointed. Then from here, we're just going to do some lifts. So we're lifting the legs up to 90 degrees. And in this time, we're taking hold of the lower back, coming all the way up into shoulder stand. Want the toes pointed, balancing over our shoulders. And if you'd like, you can start to add some extra movement in, opening the legs out to the side or backwards and forwards, whatever feels comfortable for your body. Supporting the lower back with your hands, elbows drawn in tight. Coming all the way back up into shoulder stand. Now you can either release yourself slowly onto the mat, or we can come into a back bend by bringing one foot down onto the mat, followed by the other with the knees bent, keeping that lower back supported as we lift the hips. Holding it here for just a moment, making sure the elbows are drawn in towards each other. And then slowly lowering down. Hugging the knees into the chest. We're just giving the lower back a massage by making small circles, going in both directions. We're just going to finish with a gentle twist, bringing the knees over to the right side, stretching the left arm out to the side and looking towards the left. Bringing the knees back to centre and then over to the left side, stretching that right arm out and looking towards the right side. Coming back to centre, opening our legs out to the width of the mat, arms by your sides with palms facing up, allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm and giving yourself the opportunity just to relax for a couple of minutes before you open the bottle of wine and have a nice night. Thanks for listening.